So, I should have done this earlier, but I haven't because I'm always slow. Uh, it's the day before I leave, if I leave on time, and the room is basically still a total mess and not really packed the way that it needs to be, which is empty before I leave. And I haven't had a lot of time in the past few weeks to concentrate a lot on the plans for the trip. I've been, well, my parents have been here. Uh, my friend was supposed to come over but didn't. And then I got quite ill uh, with conjunctivitis and a cold over the past few days. So I'm actually feeling better now. And now I have to pack up and get ready. I don't really have strong feelings about leaving, which I thought I would. I thought I would be really ready to go and get out. But actually I'm quite nervous because once I set off, I'm in who knows what state, and basically on my own. So I'm a bit nervous, more than I thought I was going to be. But I guess the jitters are a good thing, and I suppose that if I make it through this, I'll be in a good state for the rest of the trip, barring unforeseen and horrible circumstances. So the first thing to do is to get all of this crap into boxes, and then get all the gear ready to go and into bags. Something that should have been done some time ago, but due to graduation and everything else, I haven't had a chance to. So I'm going to do all that now, and I will talk to you after this room is completely empty, and hopefully you will be as impressed as I am at how void it is. Alright, I've decided to postpone it a day. Probably the wise decision, if not necessarily the most go-getter decision. The biggest reason is that I wasn't packed at all at the start of yesterday, as you might have noticed, and the reason for that was that I wasn't actually feeling very well up until yesterday. I had conjunctivitis and then got a cold in addition, so wasn't a too great of a pair of days, but feeling much better now. So I've cleaned up the entire room, gotten everything ready to go. All the stuff that you see here is not quite packed or nearly packed, or stuff that actually needs to go with me on the trip. So I had a bit of a splurge today, and I bought some that stuff you see there, and I'm basically ready to go. Unfortunately, my saddle got quite damp, and it's made of leather, and if I sit on it right now, it'll stretch the back down and then it'll be bowed, and I've already done that once, and you have to tighten the saddle, which I've already done once and I don't want to do again. So I brought it inside and I'm going to blow dry it. Hopefully it's dry for tomorrow so that we don't start off on the wrong foot with the seat, because I can tell you by the end of it I will either hate the seat or love the seat. Right. I'm feeling really good, actually. A lot of the jitters are gone, I think, from yesterday, which were probably the jitters of having not done what I should have done as fast as I should have, and putting it back a day definitely was the right call. So we'll see how it goes. The one thing that I haven't really sorted out yet is that the route I'm taking to Harwich is through a part of East Anglia that is completely devoid of any sort of life, it seems, but particularly devoid of campsites. It's not legal to camp wild, and there's no such thing as wild space in England anyways. So if I do end up with nowhere to sleep, I'll have to ask someone if I can pitch up in their front yard, which I'm not against, but it might be interesting. I don't think anyone here has shotguns, so it should be okay. Or if it's disgusting and rainy, like it has been today, then I may just decide to go into a hotel or a B&B. Obviously, going into a hotel or a B&B is probably not the best plan, given that I'll be camping from now on, and I really should start off camping and not splurge on a B&B on the first day. But if that's the situation, that's the way it has to be, and I know that there's a lot of camping in every country except France, and apparently this little quote-unquote corner of England. So, really looking forward to tomorrow. I think now a lot more than I was yesterday. Definitely a very small amount of jitters, but for the most part, I'm ready to get on the bike and put some miles down. I guess I'll do one more video before I leave, probably of the kit exploded, that sort of stuff, and I'll see you then. Okay, I have tried to tape this twice now, and I've realized that I'm probably the most boring person on camera that I've ever seen, and both of them have run to 8 minutes and 10 minutes respectively, and I don't want to watch me for that long, and I'm pretty sure that you don't want to either. At least not about my gear. So yeah, this is going to be about the gear. I've spent the past 3.5 days packing everything up. I'm not going to go through it all in order. I don't think anybody cares that much. But I do want to kind of pan through it so that you can visually see it. The lighting is not great here, and I apologize for that, but here goes. Just going through gear categories. Okay. So, books, maps, more maps, a few personal items, some electronics which are still charging, space bags, panniers. This is camp material, sleeping bag, all that sort of stuff, camp pillow, mattress. Inside the black bag is the tent is the dry bag. The dry bag is going to be strapped to the back of the rack, and the dry bag is basically going to serve as something cheaper than a rack pack. All this crap this is cleaning stuff for the bike. That is some typical camping stuff, repair stuff, spokey, tool, grease, lube, and then going into electronics, that's the solar panel, memory cards, batteries, going into the camping stuff, fuel, the cook kit, mess kit, stove, 3 ways to make fire, my camp knife for food, health, towel, all those blue things are all soap, razors. Yeah, that has Imodium, water cleaning, and some ibuprofen, which I may need. That is the on-bike stuff, or some of it at least. That's gloves and a helmet. I'm going to use a heart rate monitor. Should be entertaining. Tell me how many calories I'm burning. For glasses, for my neck if it starts to burn, a light in case I need to cycle at night. This is a backpack. It's rolled up, but it does unroll, and it's quite convenient if I need to get off the bike. Sandals. These are spares, 3 bike inner tubes, 1 tire that doesn't quite fit the inner tubes, but was the only one I could find. These are for the chain. These are another way to repair the chain. These are brake blocks, which I will almost certainly need. That is a gilet, which is like a vest. Rowing, of course. And that is rain gear and more rain gear. So it's been raining today, it may rain tomorrow. Forecast doesn't look good. That is the plan, excuse me. And over here, the computer is definitely not going. That is a cute little tripod which can wrap itself around handlebars and tree branches, a pair of water bottles, personal effects. Alright, that was good. It should be under 5 minutes and probably not as boring, and I haven't named every stupid thing that's going into the bag, so hopefully you guys haven't fallen asleep. I'm going to shove all this into the panniers, and then I'm going to try to get some rest because it's now 2:40, and I'm supposed to be setting off tomorrow at 10. I have found a campsite. I found a few campsites, so I feel much better about the campsite situation, and it doesn't look like I'm going to have to bomb all the way to the ferry tomorrow, although it still might be a good idea to try to make up for today's lost time. Yeah, everything else, if you haven't noticed, is packed away into boxes, so sad, but the end of my Cambridge time has come, and I have to say I'm not going to miss this room. I might miss some things about Cambridge, but definitely not this little hellhole. Yeah, cool, so I'm off to bed, almost, anyways. Alright, this is the last one before I leave. So everything is packed up and into the panniers in pretty random organization system. The room is nearly empty, and Jane is going to be taking about half of my crap, and the college is going to be taking the other half, and I should be setting off, and I'm only 2 hours and 1 day late. So the next time I see you should be in a week from now, and hopefully I have gotten somewhere into Europe. Well, into the continent. Yay.